First contact, final mistake. The void of space rippled with the arrival of the Zarn Dominion's fleet, their crescent-shaped warships glinting like obsidian knives against the stars. Warlord Tarkanaz stood tall on the command bridge of his flagship, Claw of Dominion, staring through the observation glass at the swirling blue marble that was Earth. Primitive, lush, defenseless. He let out a chittering laugh, echoed by his subcommanders. They have no orbital defenses, no fleet. Their prey, soft, sentimental. This conquest will be swift. Tarka's clawed hand flicked through the preliminary intelligence reports. Human broadcasts were riddled with emotional nonsense, celebrations, protests, even art. No indication of a united military response. He'd conquered worlds with hive minds more sophisticated than this. Deploy the shock units, he barked. Let the prey see the fangs of their new masters. General Alexandra Mitchell adjusted her flak vest, stepping into the underground war room buried beneath Cheyenne Mountain. The lights flickered under strain from ongoing EMP disruptions, but the humming servers and maps projected on the walls buzzed with human activity. The Zarn are scattering their forces to urban centers, said her aide, Captain Jules Menendez. Same pattern as with the Zal campaign. They assume centralized civilian collapse means military collapse. Mitchell smirked. They assume wrong. Patch me through to the network. Across the planet, resistance cells activated. Power grids and key zones were shut down intentionally. Civilians evacuated through old Cold War tunnels and subway systems. The internet went dark, not from destruction, but redirection. Mitchell spoke into the mic. This is General Mitchell. Execute Operation Stone Talon. Make them hunt ghosts. In New York, Zarn troops, 9 feet tall and armored in adaptive plating, marched through empty streets. Their mandibles clicked in confusion. No defenders, just silence. Then the shadows moved. Molotovs ignited from above. Barricades exploded from below. 100 rooftop snipers opened fire with armor-piercing rounds. The Zarn lines faltered. On the Claw of Dominion, Tarka roared. What is this? They don't have the numbers. His tech officer chittered nervously. They fight in cells. Decentralized. No clear command node to eliminate. Tarka slammed his fist against the console. Then I'll find their alpha myself. Mitchell stood in the ruins of D.C., dust coating her armor. Zarn bodies littered the street. Her voice was calm over comms. Targets neutralized. Regroup and disappear. We move again in 6 hours. Same pattern. Captain Menendez approached. Warlord Tarka has landed. He's coming for you. Mitchell's eyes narrowed. Good. Now he's angry. That's when predators make mistakes. The hunt reversed. Tarkanaz stood at the edge of a ruined village in Colorado, surrounded by his elite hunter cadre. Snow fell silently, blanketing the landscape in white. The stillness unnerved his soldiers, but Tarka welcomed the cold. He would tear the human general apart himself. No more traps. No more tricks. Scan for heat signatures, he ordered, but the scanners whirred and returned nothing but scattered thermal echoes. The humans had learned. They masked their movements. They hid in the cold. A sudden flash. One of his hunters collapsed. A clean shot punched through his neck plating. Sniper, someone shouted. But by the time they triangulated, the shooter was gone. Mitchell watched from a rocky overlook through a scope, breath fogging in the wind. Her team moved like shadows, silent, efficient, and deadly. They didn't need numbers. They had Earth. She switched channels. Phase 2. Spread the ghost net. All across the region, speakers mounted in abandoned buildings screeched static-laced messages. Leave now. You are prey. Tarka's troops grew anxious. The psychological pressure was mounting. Their training had never accounted for enemies who fought with whispers and shadows. A day later, they reached the dam. Tarka's tracking drones confirmed human movement within. This was it. The command center. He led the charge inside, blasters ready, only to find emptiness. A flickering hollow projector activated, showing Mitchell's face. You really don't understand us, she said. You think strength wins wars. Then the countdown began. Tarka's eyes widened. Evacuate. Too late. The dam exploded in a cascade of detonations, sending a torrent of water crashing through the valley, sweeping Zarn troops away. Tarka survived barely. Burned and battered, he sent a message to Mitchell. "Face me in combat. No more games." Her response came with coordinates. An orbital cargo ship, derelict but stable. Tarka arrived alone. The moment he stepped aboard, blast doors sealed. The AI of the ship activated. Cargo transfer initiated. Thrusters roared. The ship jettisoned towards Sol. Mitchell watched from a control room on Earth. Sometimes, you don't need to win the fight. You just need to choose the battlefield. Weeks later, the Galactic Empire issued an alert. Do not engage human generals directly. Earth remained unconquered. Mitchell stood on a Colorado ridge at dawn, sipping coffee. They finally learned.